everybody, thank you for joining me at Lori Houston Art on this Tuesday night choo-choo. Please stay tuned. Calypso turned out amazing. You will love the final results. I am now laying my paints down, and the first color that I laid down was Delta Ceramic Coat Flash Metallic Purple. And then I am using Pourage Posse Moody Blue, which I absolutely love, and Pourage Posse Morning Pansy. On the bottom, I have the Flash Metallic green and a little bit of Pebbio's yellow green left over. Hi everybody. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to put a swipe line down. I'm using the same colors that I did in the beginning, and I am going to actually not disturb much of the green grass at the bottom. So I'm just flipping my canvas around. I'm going to use a thicker piece of plastic to pull on this since the colors are so very vibrant, and I think it'll be okay. I think there'll be some distinction since I'm going to use white for the petals. I do want to pull some of that purple, I believe, into the grass. I'm hoping that at the end of this, we'll be able to have some shimmer in that grass on the bottom. Again, this is a practice piece. I'm still working on different techniques with my flowers, using puffy, using the straw. I have some different tips that I've actually got for the end of my Puffy 2000. You can get your Puffy 2000 at pourscraperepeat.com. Mark is wonderful. He'll be glad to set you up. And it's not real expensive either, so check out that website. So right now I'm just using a wet paper towel, and I'm making some wide, more of a wider blade grass. And I'm not really sure if I like it when I'm dragging it through. I do have other tools from Pour, Scrape, Repeat. I'm going to try that here in a minute. You'll see me use those as well. But for now, I'm using the wet paper towel. I see that I have a little bit too much paint down there. I mean, it's great. You do want to have enough to swipe when you're making the grass, but I don't want it to be to where there's too much depth in it. So I'm going through and adding a little bit more of the darker green on the bottom. And I'm actually now using one of those tools that I discussed from Pour, Scrape, Repeat. And I'm just going to play around for a few minutes with this grass. And when I see that one open area, I decide to put a stem through that area just with the paint bottle, just to give me kind of a guideline. I really like that swipe there. And I'm just going through, and again, when you see me on a smaller canvas, I'm doing a practice. I decided to share this because I really love the end result. So now I'm just taking and picking it up, making sure the paint is even. And again, there's that open area that you can see, and I decide to just put my stem. That's going to be my guideline now for my flower. So again, I'm experimenting, so I want to do kind of a dome looking flower, and that's what I'm actually doing now. What I love about when you do a flower like this and you use puffy, the white on these darker backgrounds really gets distributed, up into the flower. So I absolutely love that. So I am going to put some music on, and we are going to come back and take a look on and off throughout the video. But if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I love to hear from you. I love any suggestions, would be great as well. So I will see you in a few minutes. See you there.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. Always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light. Just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light. Just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if
Okay, so I am just playing with the grass at the bottom, doing a little bit of finger painting, which I love to do. I'm getting better with that. There is such a thing as overworking it, but this really was a lot of fun. And when I saw the way that the flower turned out and how it was holding its shape, I decided that I really thought that this needed some sort of underwater vibe. So I'm getting my catalyst wedge. I added a little paint on the bottom, and I'm playing around trying to create some sort of underwater grass. If you've ever been in the Caribbean and you look down and you see the grass, it's kind of waving under the water. It's just gorgeous. These flowers, this white is really working well. Separating the petals, I'm going to use a skewer and just kind of divide some of the petals so that they're more distinct. And the paint is really holding well in this particular application. And it's always about consistency, definitely, of your paint, but it's also about the paint brands. And whether you're using opaque or transparent, all of that plays a part in whether or not your petals and stems sink or swim, I guess. But in this particular painting, they're holding up really well. So don't forget, Camile Amoy is up next, and then Nate Bright will follow Camille. If you missed Holly with the Morning Pour, she was right before me. Please make sure you check out all of my friends on this train. We are so very humbled and gracious to have you watch. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so that we can notify you each and every time we have a video coming out. And we would love if you would share these videos if you're enjoying them, and you could share them on other social media platforms. We'd be so grateful. We are all trying to grow our YouTube channels, and we just could not do it without your support. So again, we thank you so much. So now I'm just going through and adding a couple more flowers, separating the petals, and I am going to play with the grass, but I am going to go ahead and put some music on, and I will see you at the end with the end results. I will see you there.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might.
Okay, let's go down for a close-up. This is absolutely dreamy. The colors are bright, vibrant. It was so much fun. I am working on different types of leaves and vines, and adding a little bit of a thorn kind of look. This is definitely something that's underwater. My husband has come up and looked at it and said it is Calypso. So that is going to be the name. These the wet results are phenomenal. These flowers, oh my goodness. I am just so happy with the way that they turned out. They're just so unique. More of a hydrangea look, but again, it does have that underwater vibe with those neat looking leaves. So here are the wet results. I will be sure to show you the dried results. Thank you. Let's go to Camile's channel. See you there.